welcome to another do-it-yourself video where people like me and you are not afraid to get our hands dirty. Well, today's video is about my caravan. So instead of physically doing the work, I'm going to be doing a storyline. As you watch my previous video, I always said one of the first things you got to do is assess your skill, abilities, and see where your limits are. Well, when it comes to this problem, it's way past my pay grade. So I'm just gonna do a vlog, and tell you the issue I have, what I like about the Dodge Caravan, and some of the issues that you may have if you decide to become a owner of one, or you are already a owner. So this I'll get into it. So I tried calling the Dodge dealership because that's where I would like to bring the vehicle to, because it's their vehicle. And looked on the website. They said that it opened at 11. Now it's 11:06, and I've been calling, leaving message, no response. That tells a lot about customer service. And I didn't want to bring it to Firestone. The fact that the fact that they might end up changing a lot of parts before they find the right problem, and that might cost me more than I want to spend. But I did speak to the gentleman on the phone, and I've been bringing my car there for over 17 years, different cars, but I've been using them for about 17 years, maybe more. I think it might be more. Yeah, about 17 years. I've been using them for minimum 17 years. So I do have kind of a little bit of confidence in their craftsmanship. If not, I wouldn't have been going there for that long. But I just didn't want to go there because, as I said before, I didn't want them to like be changing this part, changing that part, changing this part, changing that part, and it fixed. And now he charged me for all those parts that was unnecessary. And that's unnecessary because they're gonna charge you for it because they put it in the vehicle. And so instead of, I mean, the labor cost is cheaper, service is cheaper, but so. And I did last year. I spent $3,700 with them with this issue, and it seemed like it wasn't resolved. So again, there's a 1-year warranty on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring it there, and I'm gonna end up going there and bring it there because I think the warranty is up in 10 days. So if they end up saying, "Oh, this is a problem," and they fix it initially, then that'd be cheaper. Uh, so I guess that's where I'm gonna bring it. I have to bring it, but I wanted to bring it to the dealership, but choosing on customer service, I think I'll go to Firestone. I'm gonna slide to Fire. All right. So the thing I like about the Dodge Caravan is that the compartment, the fact that you can fold the seats, put it in uh. The thing I like about the Dodge Caravan is that you're able to fold the seats. You can turn it, basically, you can turn it from a minivan, bringing passengers, to a cargo van, because it allow you the ability to fold both, all the seat except from your seat and which makes sense, and the passenger seat. But everything in the back, you can fold it, and it just creates a lot of space. The second thing I like about it is, to me, is economic. Based on your To me, it's affordable. All right. So the issue I was having with my Dodge Caravan, as I mentioned earlier, is that when I was always coming to a stop, which is a stoplight or a stop sign, it shuts off. Well, I did a Google search, and there's a lot of people who were giving like different reasons why it was a problem and all that stuff. So what I did, I wanted to bring it to a Dodge, but on the on the internet it says they're open on Sunday. So I called Sunday, they didn't pick up. So I eventually brought it to Firestone. Well, Firestone took a look at it, and this is the diagnostic they came up with. They said I have something wrong with my thermostats. They said emissions, a catalytic converter, and coolant fluid exchange, which that's not what I brought it in for. Yeah, I wanted to see reason why it was shutting off, but they gave me all the different stuff that had nothing to do with what I brought it in for. So basically, they quote me all this stuff. They quote me for $1,700. $1,700. Yeah, let me see what else they said here. Yeah, $1,700 for it. But eventually, they said I'm looking through the paper while I'm talking to you, so I apologize for that. Yeah, so basically, yeah, that's what they told me. So it's nothing to do with the problem. So eventually, so after all is said and done, I walked out with a bill of $130, you know, after they found all this. So they recommend me bringing it to the Dodge dealership. So eventually, I brought it to the Dodge dealership. And when I brought it to the Dodge dealership, they said, okay, we found a couple of issues, diagnostics. I paid for a diagnostic, which was $179.95 for them to look at it. After that, they did a multi inspection, and they found 3 diagnostic codes. So for each code, I have to pay $179.95 for 2. So the one that I paid for was says PO 420. I paid $179.95 for that. And the next one I paid for was PO 128, which is $179.95. Then they charged me for a code PO 706, and that charge was $360. So in total, it was $899.86. That's what I paid. All right, that's nothing to do with it. So one of the things I found out is that they call them the service advisors. Yeah, service advisors. They To me, I thought they were customer service, right? And something kind of ticked, and the reason I'm gonna show you why it ticked. After I agreed to pay the $899, I'm gonna round it up to $900. I paid the $900. Then the first thing the guy found was yeah. So first thing the guy found was he gave me a list of service advisors. I signed a service advisor. So I'm thinking a service advisor is customer service. They're looking out for your interests. So he gave me a quote to get everything done. It was $10,271. And when I heard that thing, I was like, whoa. But there's still one other thing is you're not talking to the mechanic, you're talking to the service advisor. So the service advisor is a buffer between you and the mechanic, which I don't like. I like to talk directly to the mechanic to get a feel of what's going on. So basically, I'm hearing a he say, she say, right? So I didn't feel comfortable because it didn't tell me, is this $10,200 gonna fix my problem, right? So I looked up what my value of my car was. My car is worth $11,000. My trade-in is $9,000. So there's a breakdown of the 10,000. The inspection is at 179.95. The another one for 179.95. So what I called you before with the three diagnostic code, it's included in this. So if you subtract this from that, that thing would be $9,000. I'm just rounding it off, just rough estimate. I'm not going to be precise. So this off that, the catalytic converter, a catalytic converter is like, you quote me for $6,000. The transmission cooler was 2,200, and the thermostat, which is a P0128 code, that's $215.18. Then an engine die is $215.88. And front engine mount 107, and fuel induction service, plain word, I don't know what that means, $289. So the total was $10,271.33. So you have to agree to these before they do it. So I called the guy. I'm like, whoa, is this? I didn't. I'm like, whoa, this is high. This is way out of my pay range, because I was planning on paying. I think I was planning on paying $6,000. That's what I was planning on paying. I said, if that's a problem, I might get a new engine, drop it in, because I was asking what's the price for an engine, but I won't get into it. So he said, yeah, he said. So I asked him, what's a, because that thing that hit me. I said, what's an engine oil dye? And he said, oh, yeah, it already comes with the diagnostic service, 179.95. So I said, I don't know why they put it on it. And I say, I'm like, they don't know why they put it on it. But the thing is, the service advisor is the one that makes up the code. By him making that statement, put up a red flag. I'm like, he's the guy who puts the stuff on the sheet. So basically, if I didn't question it and I had the money and I authorized all these, I would have paid for something, the engine oil dye, that I didn't need to pay for. So I Googled, I said, who's a service advisor? Do they get paid per commission? And the AI said, yes, service advisor gets paid a commission. So if they can stock your the stuff that you need, they will stock it. They will stock it because it's more money for them. Even unnecessary stuff, they will stock it. They stock on top of it. And after that, it kind of opened my eyes, because the other day I brought my son cars to the shop. I already changed the wheels and everything. The guy, he was a young guy, looked like he's in training. He's a service advisor. This is for with Nissan. So everybody's doing it, not only Dodge. And they say, oh yeah, I got some wheels, need some new wheels. It'd be $600. And I'm looking at him. And I have a receipt that I just bought the tires, and my son don't drive that much. I just bought the tires, 4 tires. And it's, so it's already short, this guy's telling my tire needs to be changed. So after that, I'm marinating on this, because I mean, this is a shocker. $10,000. And they still, at the time, they still didn't find out what the problem was, why my vehicle is shutting off when I come to a stop sign or a stop light. Never thing. So and the time they gave me this quote was yeah, so give me this quote. Oh, this was on this a day before. No, I'm sorry. They gave me that quote. Let me try something. I'm missing something. Oh, they gave me that code around 9 o'clock, right? Around 12 o'clock, he called me back again. And he said, oh yeah, the mechanic found the problem, what the problem is. No, he didn't call me. He sent me another repair estimate. So it went from $10,271 to $16,360. So now I felt like somebody dropped a brick on me, right? I'm like, whoa. So I called him back and I said, hey, what's going on? He said, yeah, the mechanic found out what the issue was. I'm like, I thought, in my mind, I'm thought they already figured out why they gave me the $10,000 quote. So I say, yeah, it's a transmission, and it's gonna be $8,123 for it. And if you don't, if you what he said is they said if you don't agree to it, I have to pay the $900 for the diagnostics. I say, you know what? Lock everything up. I'm gonna come get that vehicle. Cause now this code is 16,000. As I said before, my vehicle is worth um 11,000 according to Google and 9,000 for trading. So I'm gonna give you the breakdown now. So the breakdown is we still have the 179.95 three times plus the $360 for the code. So I pay 1, 2, 3, 4. So that equal to call it that, yeah, $899. And then the catalytic converter is still 6,242. The transmission went from $2,290 $99 to $8,123. Then the thermostat that he quoted me before, at first he quoted me, see, you see the thing, he quoted me at first, the thermostat was quoted $215.88, right? Now it went to $318.76. So it went up $100 from the last quote. Then the engine oil dye, he had quoted me before. I mean this was at 9 o'clock same day and at 12 o'clock the same day. It went from $215.88 to $237.73, right? Then the engine mount, I'm gonna see, the engine mount went from $107.88 to $248.29. And the only thing that stayed the same was the fuel induction service, which was $289.95. So two things on the list changed. That's why you got to get your receipt. It changed. So I told him, you know what, lock it up. I'm gonna come get it. So I did take it from, because I figured is that the reason I brought it to Dodge was I knew it was their vehicle, and I didn't want to bring it to Firestone because I know sometimes technician will say, okay, I think this is a problem. They change a part. It's not it. They change a part, not it, not part. So when the accumulation, it'd be unnecessary changing a part just to fix the problem. So I figured this is Dodge vehicle. I guarantee this is not the first time they heard about the vehicles shutting off at a stop sign or a stoplight, or, you know, I know it's not the first time. So I took it and I started doing my Google search, and I found that there was three company around here that does it. So I decided to just go on a limb and just go try to change a transmission. So I went and did my search, and I found a place that's been in business since 1960, I think. So I said I'm gonna take my chance going to them. So I went there, and the guy looked at it. At this time, the 16,000 stuck in my head. So anything less than that, 10 to 60,000 is fine with me. All right, so when I brought it to the this new service auto service place, they specialize transmission. The guy looked at it, said, listen, I'm gonna look at it. It might not be the transmission, it might be something else. So I said, all right. So I'm opening it. He gave me a quote from 2,000 to what, 6,000, I think. And the reason the 6,000 is one, you can do a trade-in. So they can take your old one, give you a new one, put it together, or you can pay $5,000 and they rebuild everything. So I'm already out of cash, so I decided to go with the bench. The bench build it, and so it said cost me $5,000. So during the speaking to the guy, I was like, man, these Dodge Caravan are crap. He said, no, I have a Dodge Caravan. Because I called first and I said, I got a Dodge Caravan. It's a crap. He said, man, it's not a crap. I own a Dodge Caravan. I'm a mechanic. A couple of my mechanic who owns a Dodge Caravan. So I guess it's a favorite with mechanics, because he's not the first, second, or third person I heard say that that's a mechanic. So I believe maybe it's easy to fix. I don't know, but it's a favorite amongst mechanics. I mean, they like driving it. I don't know why. But on me, I'm not a mechanic, so any little thing's gonna cost me a lot of money. So you mentioned something about the Dodge Caravan that their torque converters are not heavy duty build. So that's one of the big problems. It's not. It's cheap. It's a cheap thing. That's the reason why they have a lot of transmission problem with their Dodge Caravan. So by me saying that, if I had the money and I'd pay Dodge $8,000 or call it $8,000 for that transmission to be replaced, basically I'll be changing one crap transmission. I mean, I'll be changing one crap torque converter to another crap torque converter, which I think would last me 100,000 to 170,000, because that's what's on the vehicle right now is 170. So the guy said, yeah, it's a torque converter. It's the thing. So I end up, he said the one day he's going to put in there is a heavy duty type. So I said, cool. I guess with the one that's I was going to switch, I don't think they have the heavy duty torque converter. And so that's all said and done. I end up paying 5,000. I mentioned the word shut off, but I meant stall. All right, so don't get shut off, because shut off, when you think about it, be more like electrical issue going on. But once you go below 5 miles an hour and come into a stop, like a stop sign or stoplight, it stalls. Not, I keep saying shut off, it stalls. All right, so that's what I meant. So substitute shut off for stall. All right, thanks. Yeah, all said and done, I end up paying $5,000 for the whole thing. So basically, the problem with that saying, problem is if you have your Dodge Caravan doing what my vehicle was doing, like every time you come to a stop, it's shutting off. But I'll tell you exactly what was going on, so to see if your problem is related to mine. So I'll be driving. If you're driving without stopping, slowing, you're driving, there's no issue. Slowing down, depends how slow you're going. I mean, if you go like 5 miles an hour, like you're coming to a stop, then it kind of jerk. And I found out that's a indication from transmission problem for all vehicles. I didn't know that. So coming to the stop, it kind of jerk a little bit. One mechanic told me it might be my spark plug. It jerked a little bit, and then it just shut off. But if you put in, and then if you put it and start it up again, and you move off, it moves fine. So it was doing that. So a lot of people saying different stuff on Google, but it's basically a transmission. So basically, when you come to a stop, it just shut off. Or if you're coming too slow, below 5 miles an hour, it's kind of jerky, and then it will kind of start jerk, and it will kind of shut off. But once you start moving, it's fine. You go in reverse, it's fine. It's just when you're going forward or when you come into a stop, that's where the issue is. All right, so that's all I got to say today. So again, thank you for watching this video. Again, I'll see you again next time. Yeah, another thing I forgot to tell you guys. So basically, the transmission place I went to charged me $5,000, right? But the whole thing, it cost me around 6,000, because I had to pay $900 to Dodge to do nothing, and then I paid $130 to Firestone to do nothing. So if the whole total cost me $6,000. All right. Again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I guess I'll see you another time. Peace.